Namo Amitabha. Thank you for joining me for our daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls us back to our true home. The first mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of people, animals, plants, and minerals. I'm determined not to kill, not to let others kill, and not to condone any act of killing in the world, in my thinking, or in my way of life. For our Dharma lessons, we're reading Pure-Land Zen Pure-Land, the letters of Patriarch Yin Kuang, and we're continuing in that book tonight. These methods, high or low, some leading to swift liberation, others to gradual liberation, are all different. However, they all require self-power and deep cultivation to escape from the cycle of birth and death and reach the self-nature. If even a trace delusion of views or delusion of thought remains, the roots of birth and death cannot be extirpated. This being the case, even if the cultivator's powers of concentration and wisdom are profound, he will continue to revolve in the cycle of birth and death. Only at the level of the arhats are the roots of birth and death completely severed. However, transcending birth and death is merely the small fruit of the arhats. The cultivator must still aim for the path of the great Bodhi, relying on his vow to be reborn in the worlds of the 10 directions. He may then cultivate the 6 paramitas and the 10,000 conducts in order to achieve Buddhahood and rescue sentient beings. In this manner, he will gradually achieve the 52 different stages of bodhisattvahood up to the level of wonderful enlightenment before finally reaching Buddhahood. Although Buddha Shakyamuni expounded countless methods throughout his teaching career, they are all based upon the various stages of bodhisattvahood mentioned above. Thus, the Zen tradition points directly to the self-mind, seeing one's nature and achieving Buddhahood. This is a perfect, direct shortcut. However, we are speaking here from the viewpoint of the inherent Dharma body, that is, principle or numenon, bypassing phenomenal cultivation and attainment grounded in the law of cause and effect. If we were to consider the different levels of cultivation and achievement, there would be no difference between Zen and the Sutra studies method. However, in the midst of this Dharma-ending age, there are very few good spiritual advisors, while the capacities of sentient beings are limited. It is difficult enough to find someone who is awakened to the way, not to mention one who has truly attained enlightenment. Thus, knowing that sentient beings would find it extremely difficult to achieve liberation by relying on self-power alone, Shakyamuni Buddha taught, in addition to the other methods, the special approach of Pure-Land. With this method, as long as their faith and vows are true and earnest, even those who have committed the 5 grave offenses or the 10 evil acts may, on the verge of death, when the marks of the hells appear, follow the advice of a good spiritual advisor and recite the Buddha's name 1 to 10 times. Then, thanks to the compassionate power of Amitabha Buddha, even they will be received and guided to the Pure Land, not to mention those who practice wholesome deeds and do not commit transgressions. The more diligently the cultivator engages in wholesome conduct and the deeper his power of concentration, the higher his level of rebirth will be. He will see Amitabha Buddha soon after rebirth and be able to hear the wonderful Dharma. Therefore, even those who have awakened to the way severed delusion and attain the truth should dedicate all merits toward rebirth in the Pure Land, seeking perfect attainment of the Dharma body and the swift attainment of Buddhahood. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you for joining me today.